Let me tell you, mage academies did not have stingy budgets. They went all out to make sure their mages were comfortable, because it actually requires a lot of learning to do this right. Like, being a mage is not something that people in that day and age just were like, I don't feel like I'm cut out for it, and then stop one day. They always are a mage. And they can never really stop being a mage because it's something that takes a long time just to study and prepare for, and even longer just to master. Now I want to do something special and have her have blue magic suspending her. So what I'm going to do is make a big cloud of blue underneath her. Because she needs to have magic for making that chair work. Because why not? There you go. And let the magicking begin. Not even a word. I don't care. Interestingly, reading is a very small part of what it means to be a mage in that world. Reading is just more like an introduction to the concept of it. When you study to be a mage, you're not studying necessarily actual magic in most cases. What you're actually studying is how to completely unlock your mind from all expectations and understanding. Because magic comes from chaos, it does not come from order. Therefore, logic does not apply to it. So you cannot think in any rational sense at all when it comes to magic, because that's simply not how magic exists or even functions. So when you're studying to be a mage, you do not study magic. You study the literal definition of madness. That is essentially what you are actually learning when you become a mage. It just gets you ready to be a mage. It really doesn't actually teach you too much magic till the very end of it. Weird, I know, but hey, Apophis, the primordial of chaos created magic. I'm pretty sure I know what he's talking about. Oh, there's incantations and stuff. You just have to actually understand the thought process behind incantations, because unless you actually know what those... Like, here's the thing about magic incantations in AoD. It works in a completely different understanding than, say, you're trying to learn how to study magic. What you do is not necessarily study words, but more like how things work in the universe in a very odd way. Say you want to create a fireball, you have to understand how to make your mind reach out into the cosmos to reach a source of fire. And typically most people, when they learn how to access fire magic, they're trying to reach an entire other plane of existence, the primal realm. They're not just learning how to say a few fancy words. They're literally learning how to stretch their mind all the way to another dimension. So you kind of have to have a really powerful mind. And that's kind of what people learn how to do. So it's a really complex learning system. And I'm probably not explaining it in a great way, but there's no real good way to explain what mages learn. It's really complex. So, yes, they do learn magic, incantations. They don't learn them right away, is what I'm saying. What they mainly start learning is the expansion of their minds, because that's what actually matters. If you don't know how to expand your mind, you may as well not study magic at all. It's essentially the philosophy of the mage study. Does that make sense? I'm trying to explain it as best as I can, because it is really not something easily explained, honestly. Yeah, that's why mages were rare to begin with in AoD. Of course, it also depends on what kind of mage you are, which is a black mage and a white mage. That's the general classifications you got. But those can be broken down to any kind of mage, really. Like, an Awakener can be a white mage if they focus on healing magic pertaining to the elements. But there's a whole lot of terminology when it comes to magic and AoD that I haven't really gotten around to explaining. Will you calm yourself there? But yeah, needless to say, magic studies is very hard. It's not Harry Potter. It's actually much worse than anything Harry Potter could ever throw at you. Harry Potter's got nothing on the magic studies of these people. So needless to say, if a mage goes crazy, no one really blames them. They just go crazy. Because you may have the actual talent to learn it, but it might just drive you insane in the process of actually learning it. It's the problem. Because yeah, it is one hell of a study. Well, you stop doing that, jeez, man.